Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It feels great to be back, and today I'll be showing everyone how to build a Cessna 172. As you know, I typically do military builds, but this one will be a little bit special as I actually flown this plane in real life. And more than just that, I actually got my private pilot's license this summer, meaning yes, I can now fly small planes as a pilot in command, so I can fly them like solo. So this plan to me is a little bit special, and let me know in the comments if you'd like me to build more civilian planes. For those of you who didn't know, I was on a, I guess you could say, summer camp by the Air Force this summer to get a private pilot's license. So I actually know how to fly this type of aircraft now. So the Cessna 172 is my baby. I love it, and I love flying it. So this will be something special for me to try to build for you guys before I head off to college. Before we get too far ahead, I like to say that if you're new to the channel, hi. I'm a build-a-book YouTuber for maybe 5 years. I don't even know at this point, but I'm going to college in a week. So your like and subscription will help out a broke college kid. Let's get started building. On the screen will be the list of materials you'll need. I have no idea how many I will need right now because this is an improv build. This is actually the first time I'm going to be building in 2 or 3 months. So, and I will have not had a prior Cessna build already for you. So we'll be in it together, building this for the first time. So first thing you want to do, like I do with most of my other builds, is really start off with a base. So you can easily Google up the specifications for the Cessna 172. In my case, I got the Romeo or Cessna 172 R model specifications, which I'm pretty sure they the exact same length and widths, so there shouldn't be too many changes. But first, build a platform that is 30 by 40 studs. And then you want to add 4 blocks to the edge right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be our height. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a smaller build. Again, I haven't built in quite a while. But this build will also be to scale. So it'll be to scale to your roadblocks. And I just like adding these black and yellow stripes on each side. Now it'll make it easier to figure out where you are. So, like I said, we have this base sort of, and it'll help us build our Cessna on top of it. Now I actually haven't figured out whether or not I'm going to micro block or blocky. Why not? Let's go on ahead and make it a micro block or semi-micro block plane. Now again, it's been a while since I've built, so cut me some slack, please. I'm a little bit rusty. So we're going to take this wedge, right? And you're going to move this rotate to 45. So that's a 45. Hit T twice, hit R once. Perfect. And then go to the top right here. Hit R 4 times. I'm not sure if that's something. That'll be something helpful. But, before you to decide. Next, select the wedge and then the block behind it. I'll just hit 30 for now. And rotate it up. Do the same thing for the bottom, except rotate it down. And then what you want to do is go to 5 degrees, and then you want to rotate it down one more time. Same for the top. Rotate it up one more time. Alright, now you can get rid of the blocks behind it. And I want to place in a block right here and right here, just so I have more stuff to work with. Sorry. You click the wedge first and then the block behind it, and then you can move it down 1 and then unclick and unselect and do the same for the bottom one. Now that's pretty much a perfect wedge. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for having figured out how to make this shape. It makes things a lot easier. So what you want to do next is go to rotate 45 degrees, and then what you want to do is rotate over here. Now you can see that this shape isn't perfect, so what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it. So select this, make sure that And if it's at a weird angle, make sure that you select this block last. The regular block. So what you can do next is clone it forward. And then again, make sure that, and if it's at a weird angle or not, select the lip block again last. Move it back. And then take this, move it 90 degrees. And see, that's a pretty much a perfect pyramid. There's not much, you can't get much better than that. So, take this, scale it forward, and that's gonna be like our propeller shaft. Or a nose cone sort of thing. Okay? And what we can do is, I'm actually not gonna move it off, this should be fine. I'm brain farting right now, give me a moment, I'm sorry. So, right now that's a propeller shaft. We can scale actually all the way down. There. And then I would like for this to be a working sort of a build, even though it will definitely throw off the plane. So, select this block, 2.2, move it back, and no, I have another one. So the spikes disappear, and then put your wheel on top. And then what you want to do is select your scale tool again, go back in, and then move it back out one. That way you want to make sure that nothing comes in contact with this gray piece. And then, actually, I lied, you might have to use this wrench tool somewhat. Alright, so I like using either concrete or metal. It typically gives the build a more streamlined look. So, come here, and then you can scale it forward. Again, you really want to make sure that, see, it's highlighting the wheel right now, and that right here is the gray block. You don't want to, I guess, connect any other block between them. So like right there, that gap is perfect. So right now we can come in and just start coloring the nose. Give it, somewhat of a plain look first. Alright. Okay, and then we could probably make the propeller right now. I'll use metal because why not? Propellers, metal, makes sense. Actually do it sideways so it looks a little bit easier. And what you want to do is next go to scale 1, and then let me make sure this is the right way. Take this scale 45, want to change that to 15, turn this that way, and turn this the other way. Perfect. Now you want to change this, change that to 15, change that to 0.5, sorry. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Scale it into the nose, right? Then we can go even deeper into shaping this. Right. That looks okay for now. Probably extend this, right? And that'll be a propeller for now. We can obviously design it better later on, but I just want to start off with a simple propeller. Alright, and next off we have the engine cowling, which I'd actually taken a look under several times. It's actually quite interesting underneath. So again, you want to make sure that I'm actually going to change this to 75%. That this isn't touching both the wheel and the gray part. Especially now that this is going to be part of the larger fuselage, you definitely don't want it interfering with the wheel. So, scale this back slightly. And then this is where you're going to want to start forming your nose cowling. So just scale it all along that way. What I want to do next is possibly, wait me pull up my reference again. This is probably going to be alright for the size, so scale this up to 1. And you could check everything right here. And 0.5 that down. Perfect. Seems about right. Move this up. Actually, what we're going to do is take this, clone this by moving it up 0.5. Move this back a little bit. Gives us a little bit more working room. Take this, rotate about 5. Right. And then what you want to do is try and make it look somewhat flush. I'm gonna use 0.14 more like customizability. Control. Okay. So what you want to do next is take this, clone to the right and to the left. And then rotate. Make sure it's on like 5 or something. You don't want it to be too much. 5. Take this, scale it down. Take this, scale over here. Alright, and that's gonna be the top of your engine cowling or nose cowling. The next thing you'll need to do is make the sides of the cowling. So, right here, right there. And we can start, yep, with that. Scale this back, 0.2. And then probably scale it all the way back over here. All the way back over here. Scale it to the edge right here, and then you can move it up. That makes it look a lot cleaner. And we can worry about like the tapering later. But right now we're just trying to get the basic shape. So, we have this down, which in fact you can actually remove one side and then just scale to the other side to make it a lot easier to work with. Which one to do next? Scale it down to maybe like, that should be good. Right there. So 2.4. Right there. Nice. And then we're going to start curving this out. So at the very bottom of the engine cowling for Cessnas, you'll have like a 45-degree dip. And that's where the air vents to the engine are actually placed. And look like that. Okay. And I clicked T 5 times. And most of y'all will also know that I'm mostly a mobile player. So sometimes on PC it's a little bit awkward for me as well. Alright. Right there. And there we go. So that's where the attachment goes. Perfect. So what you want to do is narrow these to about 0.5. This one to 0.5 is one you can see right here. This one, it really doesn't matter that much. Alright, and what you want to do next is, well, make sure, let's see. This is actually 1 out, so instead of 0.5, let's increase that to 1. There. Take your tool and move this out that much. Select one at a time, move it up that much, and then move the other one inwards that much. And just scale to make sure that the corner here, it turns into a corner right there. And what you can do next is just take this and scale it to the other side. Same for the other object, the other block, right there. All right, perfect. Next, what you want to do is connect these two edges. And how can we go about that? Let me think. Does that out? Take your 45 and then do that? Should work. Yep. Now I'll go even funner and use 0.05. Just like that. And I'll actually make it look cleaner like that. Perfect. You do the same exact thing with the bottom, and then actually it will cause like a sort of a merge right here that'll look a little bit ugly. But for the sake of our tutorial, it should be fine. Actually, no, this is bothering me. Let me show you how to fix that. So, click this. Put a block down on one edge. Let's color this so it'll be a little bit easier to see. You scale all the way down flat. You want to change this to like 0. Scale this a little bit further in. And then what you want to do is just play with it until this edge and this edge are like almost parallel. Alright? That's great. Now what you want to do is just scale this part back. And then you want to introduce that into the build. It's like, just like that. Right? And you can do the same exact thing with this side as well. So, do that. And then do this, except this side will be a little bit easier. You scale it in. Make sure that everything's flush. You take this and then keep that at 0. Make sure that it goes close-ish. Almost parallel. And there you go. Now you totally didn't have to do this. This for a tutorial probably was like a time waster. But if you really like making your builds look nice, then I highly suggest that. Even here, right here too. If you really wanted to take this to the next level, you could have definitely made it look smoother. But I'll leave it at that and to your discretion to make it look nicer. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. So, clone, move this out. Take this single piece. And what you want to do, rotate it. Oh. Rotate 45. Move this. No, not the wheel. Rotate 45. 5. Scale out in. Scale out in. Do the same thing here. And I'll probably speed this up so y'all won't get too bored. Conversely, you can actually also leave this open. It gives like a, I guess, still a not super clean look, but better than if you were to have just left it as it was. All right. Alright, now that that's done, we can move on to the next step, which is the fuselage. Now, this is like only the engine part of the plane, and that's crazy that we've already taken so long. And so I'll try to hurry up. Alright. And we can probably keep it around 1 block, just to make things a little bit easier. Can click here. And if it's a little bit difficult to see, I'll just start coloring some things. Yeah. Again, like I said, the metal block looks really nice when put together. That's because it blends so well with everything else, and actually is kind of difficult to build with at times because it looks so similar to every other block. Okay. So. I'm contemplating about adding a taper, but it would just make it a lot more complex. Nah, you know what? I'll add the taper. Why not? So, right here at 0.5, move this over. You really don't want to scale it all the way over now, because this is going to be like the cockpit. So you're going to actually have things in here. Yeah, what you want to do next is take this out, 45 it, going to 0.05 again, moving it in, 7, boom. And you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's not a super big deal. It's a lot less noticeable than that one. And what we're gonna do next is actually continue this out ever so slightly. Okay. So that's gonna be about 0.4. And you notice that there's something slightly off right here, but that's exactly what we want. What we want is a natural taper to the plane. And that's what a lot of planes will have. You will notice that the nose is definitely a lot more narrow like thinner than the rest of the body, and that's by aerodynamic design. Just making sure that this is a good number. Is it the same as the other one? I cannot tell. No, it's not. We'll fix that. There. And what you want to do is clone it. Move it forward a little bit. Rotate. 5. And then angle it ever so slightly. And then just go in and then smoothen out the plane. Same thing with the other side. So take this out, move it forward, rotate about 5 degrees. That should be fine. Alright, right there. Perfect. That is the entirety of the nose, really. There's not much else to a Cessna's nose. What we can do next is, if you want to add an interior to the plane, which I highly recommend, because this is a scale model, just come in, make these a little bit more narrow, or like thinner, not narrow, sorry. And just carve it out and add an interior to your art's liking. What's next is we're gonna have to really elongate the body. So probably about 2, let's say 10 healthy length. And the Cessna 172 is actually a four-seater aircraft. You're gonna have two people in the front, and then like for the planes that I've been flying, it's like a long bench in the back. And yeah, definitely fit a lot of things. There's definitely a lot of restrictions though. Oh wait. So move this back forward. You can add doors right here later, so I wouldn't cover it up just yet. We're gonna move on to glass. And the glass is gonna be probably a two-part piece, I would think. So tap T 4 times. Come down. Sorry, my voice sounds a little bit funny. Went out for karaoke last night. Probably not the best idea to be recording a YouTube video right after that. Okay, so just like that. 0.05, change that. Come on in. Right, like that. And remember this ceiling that we put, we want to make sure that it doesn't exceed the ceiling. So if you want, come over here and it looks like, ooh, guess we are exceeding it slightly. But that's also okay because I'm not entirely sure how much space we put down there. But like I said, it should be fine. If you really want to come down, lower it a little bit, play with it a little bit. Make this 0.5 thick, bulletproof thick. Right? And come back here. It seems like the angle's a little bit off. At 5 degrees into it. That looks about right. Perfect. What we're gonna do next is make it wrap around. Essentially, it won't be too hard. You would just want to select the larger piece last, move it out, and like we've been doing, just select the larger piece last again, angle it, add it 10 degrees this time. So, it'll look like that. I'm back in, I'll use 0.05 again. I like using 0.05 because it gives me more control over what I'm doing. And what you want to do is the exact same thing over here. And it's on rotate 5. I'm gonna do 10 degrees. Move it over here, 0.05. Back, and you've got your windshield. Perfect. Now what's next is the frame. Actually, there's still a little bit of windshield left. What you can do is take this and that and move it out. Select it and finish at the window like this. Alright? And if you don't want to do that again, what you can do is just, again, know how to use your tools, and then you can work a lot faster. So, that seems quite good. Alright. What we want to do next is make the window look nice. So, tap T 3 times, going in, making it look flush. Feel palette, tap it 2, 3, 4 times. 0.1. Perfect. And then duplicate it to the other side, where you can just do that. Okay. And if you want to be even fancier with this, you can really go in and smoothen all these parts out. I'm just not going to do it again for time's sake, which I'm quite behind on time. Place a block here. I won't worry about the other side. We can just move it over. Rotate 5 degrees. Scale it. I'll make it a little bit easier to digest. 0.5 in. Go all the way up. I'm gonna leave like a little bit right here. Right there. Actually, we can move it back even a little bit further. Take this, clone it over. Take this, move it back, 1. And perfect. What you can do next is take this, make sure that match rotation is on. If you don't know what match rotation is, basically it matches the rotation of whatever block you're placing it on. So, right there. And actually, yeah, I placed a block here already, so I don't need it. Basically, want to make the class look nice. Right there. Perfect. All right. And if you want to add a door, good for you. I'm not gonna add a door for, again, time's sake. But I'll just move this back. This will be our wink wink door. And, oh geez, my 3D model. What have I done? Okay. If you would like to ever build stuff on your own in the future, I highly recommend using 3D models. They just give you so much insight to what's on the plane, like not even plane, but like what's in the build that you're about to make, and it gives you so much more angles than just if you were to just look at blueprints, which I have built stuff with only blueprints before. Not a fun thing to do. So, you want to make your passenger windows. Probably not that. You don't want them to be angled. They're not angled. So, 5, move that in, move that in. Okay. Scale that in and in. And you know what? You could probably give it like a stud. Then you can select these two, move them up. I'd say even a little bit more, but we can change that easily right now. So move it here, back, and move it down. Go into point 2, move that down, move this down, and then move this up 1. So move both sides in. Right? And there you go, your passenger side doors. Well, windows. Oof. Right? You select these struts that you've made and then move them back again. Gonna make another set of windows before we start tapering, which is gonna be Oh, so fun. Oh, now I see. There we go. Yeah, no, I was just playing around with my 3D model. There was an issue, and now I see why there was an issue. So, move that back. And take this 0.5, 0.5. Move it down. What you can do next is take this and do the same thing on the other side. Select both, rotate about 10 degrees, and then move it even more. There you go. And then 0.1, no, 0.2 down. Same thing for the other side, 0.2 down. And then what you can do is take this again, and from the other side, take this, move it back, right there, rotate 15, forward, 1, 2. And then what you want to do is move it back just a little bit more. Then perfect. Scale it in a little bit more. And those are the glass parts of the Cessna. And again, there's actually one more part in the back that we will get to, but I want to start on the wings, so actually the canopy. Let's do the canopy. So, take this block, this all level, and put in the middle. Right? You want to make it look even. So you gotta make it even. Scale it out. Okay. And then to cover the back part. Right? And then actually for this part, we're gonna add a little bit more glass. More like 10 degrees. That'll look fine, 10 degrees. Too much and it'll look like there's too much angle. Okay. I don't like how that looks. So what I'm gonna do is just take this and move it out. Just fit it to this edge right here. You just scale it across, and voila. Just like that. Now the wings. Sorry it's taken this long. But I really do like this plane. It's a 150 horsepower. The models that we fly, 150 horsepower. Models, it flies like maybe 100 miles per hour on a nice day. Did you actually know planes fly a lot better during the winter? Has to do with density, altitude, which I could go all into, but I'll save your ears from that. Okay, so now we have the canopy of the plane done. We're gonna start the wings. The wings, super duper simple. Right here, click once. Click twice. Action, that's off. Click twice. Come here. 0.5 this down. 0.5 this side down. And the wings are actually angled at a 2 degrees, a paltry 2 degrees. So hit 2. And angle it. Perfect. Now it can get blend the wings. Okay, and I'll go for like a 0.7 thickness. Both sides of 0.7. We go in and extend this a little bit. Now, the Cessna's wings are actually tapered a little bit, so just show you how to do that. It's like 2, 1, 2. Good. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is take, the trowel tool. That's what the tool's name was. Sorry, it's been way too long. Send out another 2 studs. Right. Almost the exact perfect length or width of our base. Go in here. Point 2. Move that in. That becomes 0.3. Okay. And scale this in probably about 0.5 for now. Okay. We're gonna create like sort of an airfoil to this plane, and it'll make it look a lot nicer. So take this, move it forward 0.5, move this forward 0.5. Keep match rotation on like this. And sorry, knocked my mic over. Right? Probably that length is perfect. So, what you want to do is make like a slat about 0.3 blocks thick. Scale it out of the window, and then how long is that again? 0.5. So 0.5. And then scale this again forward to make it look flush. Scale this out. Then extend this out the length of the first one right there. And let's see. Okay, 1. Move it up 1, 7. Rotate, not 2, but well, like 30. And I'll change this back to 0.05. Take the draw tool, rotate it 30 degrees. There we go. And then we'll have to do the same for the bottom. So clone, put 1 down, 7, probably about 15 degrees for this bottom part. And instead of using 0.5, it doesn't seem precise enough, so I'll just go in and use 0. Well, I'm actually quite afraid of using the 0, just because it gives like a sense of inaccuracy. But if you're only doing it every once in a while, I say go for it. Okay. Now that we're done with the leading edge of the wing, we can work on this side. So, take this, scale 0.5 back up. Take this, you want to clone it, and remember, oh, shoot. Do one. Remember that the center of the block is where it rotates around. So you want the center to be where you want, I guess, your edge to be. Rotate, and this is actually going to be 3 degrees. Right? And want to do the exact same thing on the other side? Seven, 3 degrees, and then cut this down. Okay. Just like that. Right? Next, you want to work on the trailing edge of the plane. And you'll probably just take this, clone it back a little bit, rotate 15 degrees. Oh, that's a little bit much. This is all improv. Don't blame me. So. A little bit less. But I think that works just fine. Just like that. A little bit much right there. Okay. Alright. Then what you want to do is, again, make this look flush. Wait, 0.5. Side. Okay. And do this same exact thing on the other side. Rotate 10 degrees. Okay. Just like so. And I forgot to make this thinner. Just do that. Okay. And then... Okay, so the trailing edge is going to be roughly 8 degrees of rotation. So take that out. Bring that back in. You should know you want to be at the center of rotation, right? So rotate 8. 0.05. Then you just want to come to the edge right here and lop it off right there. Just like that. And it seems a little bit like long right now, but we can easily fix that later. So take this, duplicate it out, and make sure your wingspan is flush right there. Yep. And I'll actually show you how to fix this because it feels a little bit off even for me. 7, 7, 7, 7. Don't select that. Grit forward by 1 step. There we go. And if you want to move everything over here up forward too, just place a block down, select the blocks that need to be moved forward. Don't select that block. Just these. This one, move forward. Up. I forgot, it's not move forward. Once, it's move forward. Twice is I'm on 0.5. And then just use 0.2, move it back. By these, yada yada. Again. And then for this top piece, we want to just shrink it again. Perfect. Alright, and let's finish this side of the wing. Scale it out. Rotate 8 degrees. 0.05. Move it out. And clone this one out again. Just make sure that everything looks nice, pretty. Okay. Oh, I haven't saved. That's kind of dangerous. You know what happens when you don't save for a while, your game randomly crashes on you. Save often. Okay. So now we got that out the way, we're gonna work on the empennage. And this summer is actually the first time I've learned like all these terms and whatnot. So the empennage is actually, if you know about boats, the empennage is like the aft of the plane. And so, I should reduce this a little bit. Like 2. You want to clone these back out, but do that. Move that back up, right? That's because we want the top to be unaffected. We want like a slight taper on the bottom part of the plane. So, just like that. And then we want both a vertical taper and a horizontal taper of sorts. So, it'll be a little bit weird how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Scale that out, scale that in, sorry. Click this, move that, take this, take that. Oh, actually, don't want to forget about this part. And rotate it. 8 degrees. Let's do 5, actually. I'm way more comfortable with doing 5. Because it's like an even degree, you can rotate by. Same with this side. Place a block down, and what you want to do, oops. Move it back into the plane. Same for this side. Seems like we overdid it slightly, so I'll just and go back out by 0.2. Same for this side. There we go. And what you want to do now is just connect everything. So, use that in. Use that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically rotate this vertically upon like a vertical axis. Not sure. Okay. Remove that. So, place a block right there. I'm going to color it like beige. Actually, at the back. Place 2 blocks up. Place 1 here. Place 1 here. This is gonna be your point of turning, I guess. Right? And it's about 10 degrees of tilt. So, boom, boom. And then move it up. A little bit of extreme right here, so. I know I said 10, but let's take this up a little bit. Rotate. Let's do 3. And we'll bring this back down by 3 degrees. And go to move it down. Just try to make it look nice with the rest of the plane. Yep. Perfect. Take this, scale it down. Right there. And fill in the gap. Okay. There it is. And we can finish up the tail. Take this small 0.5 piece, move it out and up. I'll connect to the side, scale this up. It's probably about probably one if you see it one for now. Do the same on the other side. Just like that. Okay. We'll keep that there for now. Actually, I could probably just... No, I can't. That's fine. Point 1. Move it up. Point 1 and move it up. Alright. Next we're gonna work on basically the last part of the plane, the tail. So it's like 15. 5 taps. Finger in flush. Or as flush as you can, really. Make the center about 0.4 thick. Just do that. And then what you want to do is add a glass block right here. This is like the rear view window of your plane. Scale it down. And then you can, my 3D model is being a little bit annoying. Come right here. Turn off match rotation. Put down a metal block right here. Take this, and this is gonna be roughly 5 degrees down. Scale it in. For this, you don't want this to be too big. Right? So that's gonna be what makes up your tail. And we could probably just increase this for the remainder. But we also need to decrease that. So it's gonna be about that size. And we just take these sides. They're gonna intersect, that's fine. That's sort of what you want at the end. For the entire tail to start coming together. And then, see you have a big hole right here? Take this clone to... and probably just move this in. Alright. And then if you remember, we also had like a center piece right here. Could make it easier and make it look more flush if we also took advantage of that. And then what you can do is just take this and then, I don't know, say rotate 5 degrees, 10 degrees. Let's do 10. It can't hurt. 0.1, down. Okay. And connect it. And there we go. Now it looks a lot better. So, what we're gonna do next is finish it up. Keep saying that. Drill this time. Move that up. Well, not move it, clone it up. Clone this side up. Rotate. Yeah. 10 degrees. You want to do this independently of each other because they're at different angles. Select. Move up by 0.2. Do the same right here. Alright. In there, and yep, that's pretty much it. So what you need to do now is basically cover the remainder. And I know I said right here to fix that, so actually we don't have to worry about that if we fix this. Take this, clone it up again. This side as well. And then do that one more time. Then you want to shrine this so it doesn't like go into the window. Then one more time right here. This will actually be a little bit bigger than what I was originally planning, but that is honestly fine. We could just increase the wingspan to make it look more to scale. Match rotation off. Place a block down. Rotate 10 degrees. Then you want to make this somewhat more narrow than the rest of the body. You want to scale this in, start a little bit behind the window, but not too much far behind. And then what you want to do is match rotation. Put this on. Rotate 10 degrees, and then rotate 30 degrees. Okay. And then keep that on. And then what you want to do is rotate 10 degrees, and then another 10 degrees for a total of 20 degrees. And then move that in. Not too tall though. There. Match rotation, turn that off. What you want to do is give it a nice flat top of the tail. Then ooh, I've been recording for almost an hour. That is bad. But it's gonna be my last video for a while. Actually gonna be going to college. So sorry for leaving out for 2 months and then coming back and saying I'm gonna be leaving again. That's just how life works. I'll try my best to see if I can upload during college, but college will be tough. Very tough. Okay. So we got that done. And I'm actually going to increase the wingspan a little bit now that I see that we're going off the edge a little bit. And that's not a hard fix at all. And then change this to 20. And now you see this like a cat wing. Easy to fix. Not a big problem. Just clone it and move it. Move this in. This out. And move this out. There we go. Oh, okay. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. I promise. Okay. Match rotation off. Put that down. Probably somewhere along the middle of this piece. Move it out. A little bit further up. Yeah. Just like that. And then... how should I shape this? Let's see. About 2 blocks wide. Okay, 2 studs wide, I'm sorry. And then... increase it right there. Move that forward up again. Place a blob right here, place a blob right there. Take this, rotate 20 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move that down. Here. 0.05. Then just go in and make it look nice. Good. Easy peasy. Oh, actually it's not 20 degrees. Sorry. It's 10 degrees, but that's an easy fix. Silly me. So, go back to the other side at 10 degrees. 2 swipes. Line it up. Go move it in. 0.5. Down. Easy tail. And then this is what's 20 degrees. So place a block right here and right here. Here and right here. This is going to be 10 degrees again. This is also going to be 10 degrees again, but this is going to be 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This side's also going to be 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Move it in. 0.05. You must start right about there. Same for the side. Right at that corner. And just come out till they meet. Right about there. Mm-hmm. 0.05. And that's the tune. It's really mostly what's up to it. Tail is a little bit thin, so take this, take that, move forward. That's a little bit too much. Move it back. And then, what makes it a Cessna? I actually didn't measure this. Look at the angle for this real quick. Be pretty quick. 3 degrees. So, right here and right here. Place 2 blocks. Okay. And then we're gonna rotate this 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Use 0.5. And just move it in. Okay. Right. One, 2. There. Punch it out. That's pretty much the entire body of the plane. Now for the wheels, I'll try to keep it super simple, super short. We have to remove this base down by 1. It's not cheating. Definitely not cheating. This block right there with match rotation on. 0.5. And just 0.2. Okay. That's 190 here. Then right behind the struts, place 2 more blocks on the 45 degree angles. Use that. Then how far behind is it? Say it's probably, oh yeah, at a certain distance where you can climb into it, so move it back to there. And this I'll just come down more. And for the reel, I'll probably use something like 2 pistons facing away from each other, so rotate 90 right here, right there, move 0.5 in, this side's also 0.5 in, 0.2 in, 0.2 in. We actually didn't fly with aerodynamic fairings, so also because I'm lazy and we're low on time, I won't add the aerodynamic fairings. Jeez, woo. But clone this, move it over here, move it over here. And then clone this, move it over here. Remove this, remove that. Move this in a little bit more. And the same for this side. And just paint this black or whatever you feel like. And yeah, basically we're done. That took a while, but I think this is probably one of the better looking Cessna 172s on the tutorial market on YouTube. What do you think? If you like this video, if you want more civilian aircraft builds, please comment down in the comments. Definitely enjoyed it, even though it's not my cup of tea typically. And I will be going to college very, very soon, so I may not have too much time to build with you guys anymore, but I'll definitely try my best to keep posting videos and whatnot, and yeah, let's get coloring.